So you're trying to find the best cat carrier for the car, and you don't want to waste money on something flimsy or freak your cat out halfway down the highway. Good. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 6 carriers from, not bad, but all the way up to the one that actually feels safe, quiet, and comfortable on real car trips. Stay with me till number 1 because that's where it all comes together. 6. Petsfit Soft-Sided Cat Carrier. On paper, it looks pretty solid, soft-sided, lightweight, and designed to be airline approved, which usually means it also fits nicely on a car seat. When I first set it up, I like the overall shape. It doesn't collapse in on the cat, and the mesh panels give you good visibility so you can keep an eye on your furry drama queen in the back seat. For quick drives to the vet or a short visit to a friend's place, it honestly feels decent. In the car, the built-in safety tether is a nice touch because it gives you that extra bit of peace of mind that your cat isn't going to suddenly launch themselves at the window when you hit a bump. There's enough ventilation that they're not panting or overheating, and the soft interior gives them something comfortable to curl up on instead of sliding around on hard plastic. It's the kind of carrier that makes short errands feel pretty manageable. But here's where the part comes in. On longer drives, the soft structure can start to sag a bit if your cat likes to lean hard into one side or push against the mesh. It doesn't completely collapse, but you can feel that it's not as rigid as you might want at highway speeds. The zippers are self-locking, which is great for escape artists, but they're not the smoothest when you're trying to open it with one hand at a red light. 5. Lekereise Large Cat Carrier. This one is designed as a large carrier that can handle bigger cats or even 2 smaller ones, and there's a version that essentially functions as a dual compartment setup. When you first unfold it, you notice the footprint right away. It doesn't feel cramped, and that matters a lot for cats that hate feeling boxed in. In the car, that extra space means your cat can turn around, stretch out, and even change positions without clawing at the mesh every 2 minutes. The exterior is built to be scratch-resistant and more like luggage-grade material, so it doesn't feel like a cheap, saggy, soft bag. If you've ever had a carrier that looked beat up after one weekend trip, this is a nice upgrade. It can handle rougher surfaces and being moved in and out of the car a lot. However, bigger is not always better when you're actually driving. Because of the larger size, this thing can be awkward to position securely on a seat. You really need to use the seat belt correctly or pair it with a non-slip mat, or it might slide a bit when you brake harder than usual. And for some nervous cats, too much room can make them feel unstable. They like snug. This feels more like a mini room than a cozy den. Also, Lekereise leans into that multi-use idea. You can connect compartments, use it like a playpen or a travel crate. Petskd 2-in-1 Double Cat Car Travel Carrier. This is designed with multi-cat households in mind, and it really shows. The whole idea is that you have 2 separate compartments that can be used together or separately, so you can keep cats side by side without forcing them into the same tight space. For car trips with 2 cats that don't fully trust each other's life choices, that's a huge win. In the car, you feel that this one is made with actual travel in mind, not just occasional vet trips. The base is more stable, and the structure doesn't sway as much when you take turns or go over bumps. Each compartment is roomy enough for one cat to sit up, lie down, and turn around comfortably, and the mesh panels give ventilation without making them feel on display like they're in a glass box at the museum. You can also unzip certain panels to turn it into more of an open play area when you're not moving. What I really like here is the flexibility. If you only have one cat that day, you can fold or detach one side and just run it as a single carrier. If you've got 2, pop both sections up, buckle everything in, and you're good. For longer road trips, you can even use it as a temporary resting space once you reach the hotel or destination. It pulls double duty as both carrier and portable den, which makes packing simpler. Number 3. Pecute Cat Carrier. This one feels like it was designed by someone who's actually driven long distances with a stressed out cat. It's a soft-sided carrier, but it has internal support so it doesn't flop around, and there are design elements clearly focused on reducing anxiety. When you set it up, it holds its shape nicely, giving that cozy little room feeling instead of a collapsing gym bag vibe. One standout feature is the way it handles space. There are partitions and layout options that let you adapt the inside for one or multiple cats, or just give a single cat a more defined sleeping corner versus an I'm on lookout corner. That matters more than you think because cats like having options without feeling exposed. On the road, a cat that can shift between hiding and watching is a cat that cries less. Ventilation and visibility are also well balanced. You get mesh windows for airflow, but it's not all mesh, so they're not constantly overwhelmed with motion and scenery. You can open certain panels partially, which lets you reach in to calm them or offer a treat without giving them a full escape route. For car travel, that in-between control is gold. From a usability angle, the Pecute is easy to fold when you're done, and the materials feel durable without being overly heavy. The base is supportive enough that your cat isn't sliding all over the place when you break. 2. GapzerPet Carrier for large cats. Some carriers claim they fit large cats, then your 15-pound fluff ball gets in and suddenly it's a sardine situation. With Gapzer, the size actually works for larger bodies. They can sit, stand, and lie down without having to curl into weird yoga positions. The structure is soft-sided but supported, and it gives a stable base that feels really good in the car. You can secure it with the seatbelt, and once it's in place, it doesn't wobble all that much, which is huge for cats that get motion sickness or panic when they feel every tiny movement. The mesh windows are generous enough to keep airflow high, but there's enough solid fabric to give that sheltered den-like feeling. A stressed cat can tuck into the corner and tune out the world a bit. From the human side, it's comfortable to carry thanks to decent handles and straps, and the access points are well thought out. You can open from the top or the sides to get them in or out, depending on how cooperative your angel is being that day. If you've ever tried to stuff an unwilling cat through a single tiny front door, you know how big of a deal multi-point access is. Another thing that stands out is how well it transitions from car to home or hotel. Because it's roomy and stable, you can just set it down, unzip a side, and let the cat use it as a little base camp. BurgeonNest Top-Expandable Large Cat Carrier. This one just feels right the moment you start using it. It's a soft-sided carrier with an upgraded frame that holds its shape, and it's designed for cats up to around 15 to 20 pounds, depending on the specific model. The magic trick here is the top-expandable design. You zip it open, and suddenly your cat has extra headroom and lounging space without the footprint getting ridiculous in the car. In the car, that expandable top is a game changer. When you're driving, you can keep it closed for safety and stability. When you're parked, you pop it open and your cat can stand, stretch, reposition, or just sit up and look around like they're in a tiny balcony seat. It turns a basic carrier into a little mobile studio apartment. You know that feeling when you finally get to stretch after a long ride? Same vibe, but for your cat. The structure itself uses memory metal frame that keeps the carrier from collapsing while still being light and foldable. It has multiple mesh windows for cross ventilation so the air doesn't get stuffy, and you can control how exposed your cat is by choosing which panels to leave open. In the car, it straps in well, holds its shape over bumps, and doesn't twist or fold when your cat shifts their weight. Small quality of life details really push this one to the top. There are big storage pockets on the outside, so you can keep treats, a small blanket, maybe a collapsible bowl, all in one place. If you had to pick just one from this list right now, are you leaning more towards something compact for short vet runs or a roomier setup for longer road trips?